Hey guys, welcome back. It's Alex with DealerTrack. We're going to do some more SQL here. Um, so we're going to go ahead and look at the order by function and some different ways that you could use that. So first we'll review the ascending and the numeric. So let's just pull up search here, and let's display some fields just so it's easier to look at. And the order by you will put after you've specified your search function. So it'll always go at the bottom, and you're going to specify whichever column, and it doesn't have to be one that you've specified up here, just one from the file that you want to order by. I'm going to use one from the field up here just so that I can show you how it's ordering them. So let's try the search name, and if we don't specify ascending or descending, if we just leave it like this, it's already assuming ascending. So I hardly ever type in ascending because it just defaults to that this way. If I want to descend it, then I'll change the descend. For now, we'll just leave this at ascending, which is defaulted when it's left blank. I'll just keep it in there not to confuse you. And so this is an alphanumeric field. Even though we don't see any numeric, this field will allow alpha and numeric. And so what it's doing, why it's putting this up at the top, is obviously it's blank. And it's putting Carlson here because there's actually a space in between both of these customers' names. And so it's evaluating that space just after this space. And then after that space is filled, it's starting with the A's, and it will go down A through Z. If we jump to the bottom here, here's our Z's. And after Z, it's going to start doing the numeric. So if there's anything numeric that is in this field, it's going to start evaluating that. And if we were to go back and reverse this to descending, it's going to do just the opposite. It's going to flip that where the numeric, largest numeric, is coming first, then Z, and then if we jump to the bottom, oops. And then if we jump to the bottom, it's got the A's and then the blanks that will evaluate at the end. So that is an alphanumeric field. If we were going to look at strictly just a numeric field, which there isn't anything different you have to do really, it just evaluates the logic a little bit different. So let's try the deal key. The deal key is strictly numeric. You can't put a letter in that field if you wanted to. Not that you could type anything in there because the system generates it, but so this is going to evaluate, again, it's not going to have any alphanumerics, so it's just going to be 0, and then it's going to start from the bottom and then go up. Oops. Let me go back there again. Jump to the bottom. It's got the biggest numbers down at the bottom. And vice versa, we reverse this to descending, does just that. It gets the biggest numbers and it starts counting down. If we jump to the bottom, it'll go all the way down and evaluate it that way. We can go up and see how it's ordering all of these. So that's how that works. The next, which is just an alpha field, we actually won't cover that because it's pretty self-explanatory. It just filters it A through Z or Z through A, depending on what one you choose. Date fields, however, are a little confusing when they're numeric, and I'll show you an example. The sale date is a numeric field, but it represents a date. And that's why these commas are all in here in places that don't make sense. Because this is our year, 2019, May 19th. And so this is a numeric field. This is not a date field, even though it's representing a date. This is a numeric field. And a date field, as you would imagine having the dashes in there, month, day, year format, we've got one. Let's see here. The date approved. There it is, BMDT APRV. So the date approved. This is a date field because it's putting these dashes in here and it's got it in month, day, year format. And these ones that are pulling up just plus signs is actually blank. But because it's a date field, it doesn't actually hold a blank. It holds these characters here, whereas a numeric field would just literally be blank. And so if you were to order by these, let me show you the other one first. Again, BMD2R, this is the numeric field. And so it's evaluating this and ordering it by how it shows up as a number. And so it's saying these are the biggest numbers, and it's going to evaluate these down at the bottom being less, which for the most part has turned up pretty accurate because we put the year in front. But if we were to evaluate a true date field, it looks a little bit more like what you would expect. And so there's our dates on the side, and it's now filtering by the month and the day. So that's a little bit different from the numeric and from the date fields. And again, if you don't specify ascending or descending, the default is going to ascend. So we'll go ahead and end the video there, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.